Let Us Talk It live session. We have an interesting topic today. We always try to bring to you something new, but our only aim here is to see that if we can have more people in, so that the discussion, the reaction, the expression, whatever the youth have, they can discuss better, and we have a better live session. So if you are joining in on YouTube, Facebook, which we see definitely that people have joined in, if you just take a little bit of more pain and join in the Zoom link, then you can be talking to the panelists, and that would encourage them, motivate them to do something more. Having said that, the word motivation, we always find that motivation is needed. Motivation, inspiration, encouragement, as much as young we are or old we are, it's important for everyone. It might not be, you have to really go to a session to get motivated. It can be your mom, dad, your friend, anybody, but that little bit of motivation always helps us to move forward when we are a little down, or when we are not feeling that confident, anything. So mostly we have seen motivational speakers speak, and we get excited, and then we forget about it. After a few days we definitely forget, or we tend to. But always we have seen that one or two words or ideas do stay with us for a long time, or maybe forever, because we feel that seeing other people succeed and achieve their goals, it does inspire us in some way or the other. And here, what the kids came up today is seeing the TEDx speakers, not the older ones, but young TEDx speakers who so beautifully and eloquently they express their views, their ideas, whatever they are doing, that we could not, stop having their thought processes with our kids, their thought processes attached together. And we have for you their favorite TEDx speakers, youth TEDx speakers, a little bit of evaluation of what they liked, what motivated them, and a lot of that which the kids tried to incorporate in this webinar. So we hope that you'll be joining in, and you'll be asking questions. And if you have heard anybody speaking or talking about a story which has made an impact in your life, do share that with our youth as well. So having said that, we begin today's session. We have our two moderators, Shan and Ru. They are brothers and sisters. Such a loving, I would say, brother and sister, that whenever the brother says, the sister says that she wants to be a moderator, the brother comes in and also, becomes a co-moderator, helping the sister out. And this is all that we want to see. And absolute pleasure to have you all here. Over to you, Shan and Ru.
Thank you, Jewel and Auntie. It's a pleasure to be here. And so today's topic is about TEDx talks, and especially the youth TEDx talks, and what we learned from them.
Hi, I'm Maria, your other moderator. I'll run you through today's schedule. First, you will meet our team of wonderful speakers. Then we will go on to our main topic, TEDx Talks. After, we will sum it up, and then we'll have interactions and Q&A.
Now, let's meet our wonderful panelists that worked so hard on being.
Hi, my name is Shrew. I'm 7 years old, and I go to Benjamin Franklin School. I'm in second grade, and some of my hobbies are playing with my brother, playing Minecraft, and sometimes sewing.
Hello, everyone. My name is Sean, and I'm a fifth grader at Ben Franklin. Some of my hobbies are playing football with my friends and also playing gaga ball with my friends.
Hi everyone, my name is Tanishka. I'm a sixth grader at Bowling Park Middle School, and some of my hobbies are I like sewing, and I like to play outside. And recently I've started to play basketball, and today I'll be talking about Serena Hong, who is a wonderful violinist.
Hello, everybody. My name is Krithi. Today I'll be talking about the wonderful TEDx speaker named Sparsh Shah, who was born with a disability which didn't allow him to stand. And some of my hobbies are playing with my dog, and I also really like to draw and do art. I also like to sew and talk to my cousin. And I'm really excited to talk to you. Hi, it's Rue again, and now we will talk about our main topic, TEDx Talks. On to you. Hello, everybody. As I said earlier, my name is Krithi, and I will be talking about the wonderful TEDx speaker, Sparsh Shah. Sparsh Shah cannot stand up because of a disability called osteogenesis imperfecta. It is a very rare disorder, and because of it, a person's bones could break very easily. Because of this, Sparsh broke 35 bones just at birth, and throughout his life, he broke 130 bones. He was only supposed to live for about 3 to 4 days, but with his and his parents' encouragement, he was able to live for 13 years, and we hope for many more years to come. Sparsh can sing Carnatic music, American music, and with that, he can also rap. He has created something amazing called raga rap. Raga is something from Carnatic music, whereas rap is something from American music. Shah's dream is to show this raga rap to 1 billion people. He might not be able to stand, but I trust that he will definitely stand out. What I learned. Listening to Sparsh Shah made me realize that anything and everything is possible. We should always keep in mind that we had or will have a time in life where we will want to give up. But what I learned is that instead of giving up, you have to get back up and try again. 4 steps to success. Sparsh has 4 steps to success. They are: find your passion, never hold yourself back, help others, and dream big. I think this means to know what you are truly interested in. Also, it could be your passion. Mine just happens to be singing, just like Sparsh's. I really like to sing. The next one is never hold yourself back. I think that you should never say the words never, I can't, or impossible. These words will always hold you back. For example, when you say, I will never do this, you'll have that mindset as if that you can never do whatever you would want to pursue your dream as. Then the word can't. I can't do this. That means that you will never be able to do this. And that if you never be able to do it, then you will never be able to follow your dreams either. And finally, the word impossible. If you use this word, then nothing will be possible at all. The third step to success is to always help people with anything. And by this, it doesn't mean by, holding the door for somebody. Yes, you should always do those things. But these are acts much bigger than that. You should always help people pursue their dreams too. One time, Sparsh, whose friend also had the same disability called osteogenesis imperfecta, his friend, who also had this disability, was very nervous to go into surgery. He called his friend's parents and told his friend to always be confident and that he'd be just fine. His friend came out fine, and before the surgery, his friend's parents sent Sparsh a picture of his friend smiling. Sparsh felt very, very happy when he saw that picture. The last step to success is to dream big. If you don't dream big, then you'll never be able to pursue your dreams. Sparsh dreamed big, and his one video, the first video he ever made of raga rap, lots and lots of people liked it on many social media apps, and a lot of people, like celebrities, wanted to talk to him. Sparsh is a very proud child. He's humorous. And again, as I said, Sparsh may not be able to stand, but he's definitely going to stand out. Thank you.
Wow, what a great talk, Ricky. I like the part where you added the 4 steps of how to achieve success. And I like the talk in general about how he is resilient and like did not let his disability stop him. Thank you.
One thing I would like to add to Kriti's talk is when she said about one of the steps for success, which was not being impossible. I saw a quote online, which was impossible, and the word itself says I'm possible. And I thought,
oh that's what the TEDx talk was titled. 13-year-old changes impossible to I'm possible.
Yeah.
Great talk, Kirthi. Now we'll move on to Molly Wright. What if I told you a game of peekaboo changed the world? This girl name is Molly Wright, and in her TEDx talk, she talked about why it's important to interact with us in the first 5 years of our life.
These first 5 years are when we develop trust, love, and other important traits. To develop these things, our kid needs to connect, talk, play, and interact with its surroundings. Then only can we be a healthy and good child.
How can you do these things? Well, simple games like peekaboo, copycat, and matching games can make our brains go bigger and stronger. No, I don't mean lifting 1,000 pounds. I mean making our brains smarter and making more neuron connections in our brain.
A newborn's baby is about 25% of an adult's brain, but when we turn 5, our brains are almost at as much as 90% of a grown adult's brain. Our brain grows the most in our early years of development, and that shows a lot in the first 5 years.
This brain growth will only happen if your parents interact with us. When you don't interact, this growth will be harder and more difficult.
So finally, what can you do to make us a healthy baby? Well, it's simple. Interact and play with us during our first 5 years of development and the many more years after that. I chose this girl because I really liked how she explained about our bodies and especially our brain. And it's very relatable because we are about the same age, and everyone here is kids. Like all of the speakers are kids, and it's really relatable to see how a child can develop and how the parents can help a child develop. Another fun fact is she is the youngest TEDx speaker to ever talk. And yeah, sis, you can add on.
Molly Wright is the youngest TEDx speaker, as you can see, and she also talks about when you can help a baby early and often. And if you do in the first 5 years, it'll be easier because your brain never grows as fast in the first 5 years, other than the first 5 years.
Thank you. Moving on to Tanishka.
Hi, everyone. As I said before, I'll be talking about Serena Hung, and my TEDx talk's title was An 11-Year-Old's Magical Violin. So violinist Serena Hung gives a technically brilliant and emotional nuanced performance. In a charming interlude, the 11-year-old praises the timeless design of her instrument. A little bit about Serena Hung. Serena Hong started taking violin lessons at the age 4 and made her professional solo debut at age 9 with the Taiwan Symphony Orchestra. She has won top prizes in numerous international companies, delighting audiences worldwide with her virtuosity and charm. And a fun fact about the violin is that the word violin originates from the Latin word vitula, which translates into calf or cow. So this may have referred to the fact that it was dried animal guts, sheep and cow, that were used to create the strings of the instrument. And however, the word vitula also has connections with the Roman goddess Sabine Vitula of joy and victory, which is certainly a more pleasant association. And the violin basically then was named after a cow. So my connection to Serena Hong as a person who also plays an instrument, and the instrument I play is a flute. Something I love about the flute is how it lets out this subtle music that I could only feel when I play the flute. And looking at other instruments, sure, their owners would probably feel the same way. But with my flute, whenever I play it, I feel this calmness. And Serena talks about that in her TED Talk. And I could not help but relate a lot. And it made me think of my love as for my instrument as a flutist, like she did with her instrument as a violinist. And I would say a part of me would be missing if I didn't have my flute. And I think that Serena really pointed that out to me. And well, that's it from me, everyone. And thank you for listening.
Thanks, Tanishka, for your great talk. Now we'll move on to the conclusions. As you can see, there are many talented young speakers out there. If you are a kid watching, you may be inspired to do public speaking. This is what Let Us Talk It and TEDx communities are all about, sharing ideas and having fun. You can join us, and then who knows, maybe you'll be on the big screen on TEDx.
Hi, it's Rui. Hi, it's Rui again. Hi, it's Rui again. Now I will be taking you to the interactions and Q&A, where you can ask questions and we'll answer them about TEDx.
Okay, do you guys have any questions for each of us?
Give me a minute, I'm pulling questions.
Okay, by the time Sean pulls up some questions, if there is any on other social media. So Ru, how confident do you feel that since you said that you are ready for questions, let me ask you. So the day when you joined, you were 6 years old, right, at that time?
Yeah.
And now you are 7.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. So how
Yeah.
confident do you feel being on the Let Us Talk It? Because this is also like, this is a starting point, as you said, as a couple of you said that, I think Sean concluded it very well, that this is a platform you never know. From here, you can be on the TEDx. So what changes did you see or find, or you feel from the time you joined and now? Can you tell?
I feel a little more confident because when I started, I was new and I was only seeing my brother doing it, and it seemed fun, so I joined. And right now, I feel really confident because I've done it lots of times than the time I started. So I feel like I know how to do this more than when I started, because I was new and I was only watching webinars of people doing it, which they've probably practiced a little bit before me. So I feel a little more confident because I did more webinars instead of being a beginner and just joining without doing it like more than one. So I feel a little more confident than when I started.
Exactly. And that is the whole goal, that here we learn from each other. and just by seeing, by watching, by getting involved, I think you are now comfortable even with your slides, right? If you have to do, or you have to make your own slide, are you more comfortable doing it now?
Yeah, I'm more comfortable than doing it when I began because, like, sometimes I didn't know what to write, but now I know what I have to write and, like, things I need to know from the topic.
Great. So if I can ask you, if I give you like, maybe 3 to 5 minutes to talk, if not on the, Let Us Talk It platform. So what topic would you like to talk about?
Like, what do you mean by topic?
Any topic that you would want to talk about, just like the little girl that you mentioned. The others mentioned that they had a topic in mind. When you're talking to somebody, you have to have a topic. So just whatever comes to your mind, if you can share with us, what topic would you like to talk on?
I would like to talk about space because sometimes I like learning about the moon and the moon phases, and sometimes the constellations and the months you were born in. And sometimes I like talking about rocks and minerals, like how topaz is November is stone or jewel, and that's the month that I was born in. So sometimes I like to learn about the time I was born in the rocks or the moon. And I like talking about this space because it's so interesting, and you never know, and you can't know all about it because as time passes by, space can change, and as time passes by, rocks can also change because they can go through different phases. And in space, you never know when a meteorite can come because it always changes, so you can't always know all about it unless you're talking about like a special topic that always doesn't change. But if you're talking about space, there's so many things that can change it, just like rocks and other topics.
Oh my God, Ru, you are so ready for a TEDx talk already. I can't tell you. You're just, what you're. Please ask your parents to watch. I'm sure they are watching it, and you are so ready. I think that's amazing that came out from the webinar today. That Ru can be our next youngest Let Us Talk It speaker. Speaking on her own on a particular topic, and that too not about dolls, not about food, which many of the kids are interested, but straight to space. So you are doing awesome, Ru. Awesome. Just fantastic. What say Tanishka and Shan? Any comments?
She is ready to go and rock up public speaking.
I've never seen this side of my sister.
Oh. See, when you are given that spot, that light, that importance, maybe you never asked her anything about space. You never asked her that you can.
I've always seen her. I've always seen her talking about I don't know. I haven't seen her like talk this much about information, and like I'm just very happy like she can like speak about lots of things. And so I was thinking all this time that we had to improve on that, but now she has shown me that she doesn't need help.
Yeah,
oh my God. Look at
just
the brothers' happiness. I mean, that is, Shan, your happiness absolutely is reflecting on the face. You're blushing, you're happy. It's so nice to see that. And you are relieved. Like you were thinking that you have to really take care of your sister, but she's already taken care.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Excellent, Drew. Excellent. Yeah, Tanishka, you were saying something. Please go ahead.
Yeah, she just completely opened up to her passion and talking about rocks and how they change over time. And I was completely mesmerized because the Ru I saw when I joined wasn't this much of a very extroverted person, but she definitely hit there.
Yeah, I think, and another very important thing when she said that she observes others, I think she observes pretty good, and she's interested, and the perseverance. She has been always in the webinar, attending beside her brother, or disturbing him a little bit, but she's always there with him. So excellent, Ru. Continue it, and I'm sure you will be in that platform very, very soon. Okay, now coming to Tanishka. You have been always very outspoken. So if I can ask you, what topic would you like to talk on if you are put on a TEDx speaker or any of that sort, any spot?
Well, I don't really know yet, but one thing that I really like, as I said before, one big passion that I have for me is my flute. And I take private lessons, and I also take flute at school. And it's just grown on me, and maybe I might start a career as a flutist. But if I were to put on a spot like that, then as Serena Hung did, I'd probably talk about my flute and how it is made and the way it is and how the sound goes and different things about that. Other than that, really, I've also wanted to become a astroscientist or a geoscientist. And a geoscientist is basically a person who studies the past, present, and future of the Earth. And I think, like Ru said before, time changes and it may differ. And maybe I would talk about how those things work. But either one of those really, because they're just a big part of me and I would really have nothing else to talk about.
Do you think this is less? You have covered, a whole wide range, from an instrument to how it would affect life, to another world altogether, past, present, future. What are you talking about? If you don't know anything else I don't want to talk about, you don't have to talk about anything else. But excellent. The thought process and coming, so why do you think it is important that message has to go out when you love playing the flute? What is it that you want to tell others, that what they are missing, those who are not playing the flute or listening to a flute, what are they missing? Or just two things, maybe, if you can point out.
Yeah, I would definitely love to.
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just wanted to point out, I also play flute in a band. So I just wanted to say it's a really good instrument, and it makes a really nice sound. And in school I was given the option of two things. I was either given the option of a violin or a flute.
Both are great options.
I really like woodwinds and how they and how the sound they make. And I even though it's a little hard blowing across the air hole, or there are some challenges, but I know my choice was worth that at the end.
Yeah,
I just wanted to
we have two flute lovers now. See, this is what happens when you talk about it.
Yeah, when you go into band, you should definitely pick flute, because it's a little hard at the beginning, but once you got the hang of it, it's super easy, and it makes for a really good show.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like Sean said before, it's a really hard instrument. When you start playing it, you want to get the right tone, the right sound, and it's hard.
And I guess you have to have a lot of lung capacity, right?
Yes, actually, yeah. And you have to take deep breaths, and you can get dizzy sometimes. I remember when I started playing the flute a year ago, I got dizzy after a few minutes because I had to blow a lot. But one thing, as hard as the flute seems, if you go past a few steps, all of your hard work that you learned that time, it really shows off. And once you start taking classes and if you put more effort into the flute as a flutist, it really shows off. Actually, the flute makes wonderful music, and it's very sophisticated, I could say, but it's not as simple as it seems. Just blow into a tube and it'll make beautiful music. It's not like that. It's very different. And
ask me about it. How many times I tried blowing, nothing happened. I mean, the sound came out. It was like about to drive somebody out of the house. So, yeah, definitely nothing is easy. But I just wanted to know that how hard it is. So, yeah, I mean, this is one thing, and that is all the interaction helps us to know. Somebody might just want to do it, has tried a couple of times, did not like it, or maybe as you said that you were you were feeling dizzy or something, but that's just the beginning, and that anyone can overcome easily, correct?
Yeah, I just want to say this is what a flute looks like, and if you guys want, I can play a song on it.
Absolutely, please go
that
ahead.
would be wonderful.
Okay, so I'm a little dusty around the edges, but give me a minute.
Okay.
Shan, you can ask Rue to hold the mic if you need that in front of the flute.
No, I'm good. The flute, it makes a loud sound. So
okay, go ahead.
I can do Jingle Bells.
Sure.
I guess that's a little early, but
no, nothing is early. Happy song always.
1 minute.
That was really good.
I don't know if you guys can hear it or not.
No, I know in Zoom it's not always that clear, but I'm pretty sure. I mean, it was like awesome when Rue heard it there. You want to try one more time, or a different song?
I'll do a different.
Dear Mary had a little lamb.
Okay.
That sounded wonderful, Sean.
All right. Wait. Do I have my? I do not have my stand with me. I can play. I'm working. Tanishka, do you have your flute with you right now?
Yeah, I do. I just bought it up right now.
Oh wait, we have the same one.
Yeah, because all flutes are the same, except.
Wait, do you have this book?
Yeah, I do, but it's in the hall. I don't want to run to get it.
Okay. Oh no.
What song do you want to play?
Do you know Twinkle Stars?
Yeah, I do. I could pull it up right now because I have the music online too. So.
Oh my gosh. I can't get
It's
any
okay.
sound.
It's okay. It's okay. Do you want me to play it for you?
Yeah, you just play it and then I'll try to get it.
That was Twinkle Twinkle Little.
Awesome. I was feeling like I need to hear more. So we'll have a webinar just all your musical instruments that you learn. Yeah, excellent. Excellent, Shan, to get this motivation, this desire to there are so many kids who would not even cannot make them play anything, even if they can play so good. So it is not about that. It's about trying it out, being free, being out there. That is what is important. Well done.
Yeah, I have a friend, and she used to play flute in 5th grade, and she quit in the middle of the year because she said that it was too hard to make a sound. And I told her it's not about making a sound; it's just you have to be determined. But she just quit about it. And she joined as a violinist, and she plays the violin right now, and she plays wonderful. But whether you make it or not, it doesn't matter. It just matters if you try your best. And if you didn't make it, that's okay. You tried at least, but you shouldn't give up.
The main thing is trying and not giving up. So it was really hard for me at the beginning. So so I have braces, and it like widens your mouth. It like makes it like hard to play.
Yeah.
Really hard to get a hang of it.
Yeah, I had braces too when I started playing. I got it later on. It was definitely when I started without braces, but yeah, you just have to get used to it.
Yeah, so the main thing is not so the main thing is not giving up, and I think that's what you are not just listening from other TEDx speakers. You're not just telling it, but you are practicing it. That is what is important. Walk the talk. So that's great. Yeah, Shan, coming to you, what would be your topic if you were given that spot?
So I think this is everybody's as a kid, I think everybody was obsessed with dinosaurs. And I still really love dinosaurs. They're really interesting to study, and how they can have different body parts, and how the mighty T-Rex is related to the small defenseless chickens. And it's just really interesting to learn about archaeology, and we're constantly learning about new dinosaurs, and we're constantly finding new ones. And I think that's really interesting, and I would love to talk about dinosaurs, and not just dinosaurs, basically other prehistoric animals. And basically I want to be an archaeologist when I grow up. So basically that's like a person that digs up new new animals. And yeah, I would love to talk about like dinosaurs and archaeology and stuff like that.
Also, as a sister, I remember him always saying, I want to be an archaeologist when I grow up. I want to be an archaeologist when I grow up. And my mom always said he was obsessed with dinosaurs. He got dinosaur books. He watched dinosaur cartoons. And he also had little dinosaur figures when he was a little kid.
And now that he's a big man, I would say that he is so ready. Yeah, I mean, this is something that you would attracts so many kids, especially boys. So many boys are so
Yeah, I
little boys
know.
are attracted to dinosaurs yet. But for me, I am still trying to figure out that what is so fascinating. Sorry, Shan, but still I did
No,
not
it's,
get
no,
that
no,
yet.
it's fine.
But everybody else, but I will you were the first one whom we started off the younger youth group webinars,
Yeah.
and from day one, I would say you are ready to be that speaker, and now you have to figure out the topic only. So you are so ready there, and you're outspoken, and definitely it would add value, and it has been adding value for the past 1 year. And yeah, this is a spot. So what else do you think that when you express your ideas on any topic, what makes you, like, when you are hearing somebody speak, or you want to give a speech, so what is that one thing or two things that you want to convey?
So you wanna say, so let's take all right, let's take my flute for example. You wanna convey like two things. You wanna
No, no,
convey,
no. You wanted to talk about dinosaurs, so
yeah,
let's stick
yeah,
to that.
okay.
Yeah, I know it's a little hard question, but since you are so prepared to be a speaker, that's why that question. If you're, I'm sure you can handle it. Go ahead.
Yeah, so you wanna so you kinda wanna convey like your message. You wanna say why you're talking, and then you wanna this is the main thing for any speech, not just like dinosaurs or flutes or um football or whatever. You have to like say why you're passionate about it, or why you're supporting this, or what's your connection. That's the main thing of any speech. You have to you have to like you have to make it so um you have to make it so it's why your opinion matters, and like why it's kind of like your connection is the most important thing. Forget the main idea, forget everything. It's just what you think that matters. And like if you're taking a report on dinosaurs, sure, you'll say Tyrannosaurus rex was in Cretaceous or something, Jurassic. And then you have to say why you're like so interested in dinosaurs, and that will get the people listening, and that will inspire many young people to talk like this. And yeah.
Sean, you got your answer correct long time back when you said the word connection, and that's what exactly I was looking for. You are so ready for it. This is what definitely I asked you to watch those videos and see, and then you saw that what the reason why it was asked. So that is what I was looking into for that word, and you said at the very go that connection is what is important, and you said it perfect, that the relatability, why we like these speakers, because it relates to their life. It relates, they give example, life example, to show why it is relatable to you and me. That is why I think these speakers are important, these speeches are important, and how we can connect with them to motivate, to reach our goals, to motivate us when we are not that motivated individually, or something has put us down. But that is all that we want, and we hope that you, as speakers, as growing speakers, you will also motivate others. And yeah, a wonderful conversation with all of you. Any more thoughts, opinions, anything else you wanted to add, any three of you?
No, I think this webinar was probably one of our best yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I just want to say to all those people who are watching right now, when I started as a person in Let Us Talk It, I was very shy. I didn't know anyone here, and my brother, who's in ninth grader now, he was the one who was doing it earlier, and my mom was like, "Why don't you try?" And I joined. But I remember that Jill and Auntie put me as a moderator after like 2 weeks. My first time I did a speech, I was the moderator with a fellow friend called John. And I was so shy. I didn't know what I was going to speak about. I was a mess. But after the few days after the speech and like after I did stuff, I was more open, and I could say that I definitely grew inside and outside as a person, the way I treat others and the way I speak up for myself now. And a big part of it would be Let Us Talk It. So if you guys, anyone who's watching right now, would want to be like speaking up for anyone or anything like that, Let Us Talk It would probably be a good platform for everyone to start.
Thank you, Tanishka. Thank you so much for that wonderful testimonial. And I still remember, you were so open, and you just went so good while in our prep sessions. And when it actually came to moderating, you were shy. You were shy in the beginning, but you just you learned from others, and again, the perseverance when you attended every single session. And the next time you were just so good. So yeah, thank you for that. And yeah, anything else? Anything from space or dinosaur dynasty?
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, thank you, and happy Thanksgiving to all of you. And definitely, we are thankful for so many things, and one being having this platform and interacting, having virtual friends. I had the chance to meet some of you here in Michigan, and it was a wonder. And we'll hope that we'll soon meet as a group. And with that note, wishing you all the very best to become wonderful speakers, to become those influencers. Now that is the in thing, that you help a lot of people, and of course, help yourself to grow as great human beings. Okay, with that, we end this session. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye, everyone. Good night.
Happy
Thank you,
Thanksgiving.
everyone.
Bye-bye.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Bye.